60-watt laser just came in today from OMG. Thank you, Richard. About to pop it open. Everything seems to be tight. Didn't have any movement when I brought it down to my workshop and put it up on the table here. Getting these tabs up is pretty easy. Sink a pry bar underneath. And just flip right up. Have all the tabs up. Just gonna pry off the top now. See what we have inside. Oh boy. This is really well packed. There's the tower. Gotta keep pulling out foam. This is in here pretty tight. $60-centimeter ruler. I'm definitely going to need another set of hands. Okay, the laser head is out. Tower base is out. I have to lift out the power supply next. It turns out I'm not going to be able to pull that out just yet. And that's the big old power supply and whatnot. So I'll start taking out some of the other stuff. Foot switch. The old eye protection. Packet of tools. Cables. Power cord. Nice little gift. Keychain. Okay, what else do we have in here? Lens. Some big old hunks of aluminum. Okay, let's see. What else is left in here? We have the rotary, the base plate. Get this guy out here. Yeah, looking good. Here's the base plate. Everything is really well packed. Rotary. Yeah. A magnet. No idea what this says. What else do we have kicking around in here? Okay. Let's see. I believe once I pull out the power supply, I've hit the end of the box. All right, so I've unboxed everything, pretty much unwrapped everything. There's a rotary chuck, the smaller jaws, the extension for the tower. We have positioning plates for using like a jig. Richard's card. Some test business cards. The 2 lenses, goggles, foot switch, tools, extra fuses, cap for the Galvo area, software on a USB stick. So then it's just a matter of putting this all together. Take the screws out. So, screws are all out. Take the tower, set it right over, line up the holes. I'll have to figure out a nice place to hang these Allen wrenches. I'm sure I'll be using them all the time, setting up work pieces with the jigs. I'm not going to crank this down all the way, just get it snugged up, then I'll snug up all 4 of them in one shot. They're snug. Just give them a little torque so we're not wobbling. Okay, we've moved over to its final resting home, I hope. Now to attach the laser head. So these 4 screws and washers need to come out. They don't drop the washer. Set them down. Now, as soon as I flipped this over, I realized that Richard and his crew have pre-marked the laser head for me. Here, here. So I'm assuming that will line up with the forward and aft edges of the tower. All right, I got the 4 screws in there. Just gonna tighten them up. Just make sure you have the washers there too. And just line up the mark they gave me, and it looks to be about in the center of the bed, so I think we're good to go. Okay, back at it. Insert the power cable. It is keyed. Get a better view. keyed, so it'll only go in one way. Just a matter of finding which way it is. There we go. Here's the foot switch. That is keyed also. And the USB cable. Both sides are type A. So I'm just going to rest those on top for a minute. Everything except for the rotary is connected. Probably won't be using that for a few days at least. Okay, back in its house. Go and push the red light button. There it is. It seems like it might need a little bit of an adjustment. We'll take a look at that soon. Now I realize that this is probably shipped with the 70mm lens, so I adjusted the height down to 189mm and centered up the red dot. Okay, just imported all my settings into Lightburn, but now I'm going to try to adjust the laser head and the bed so that we're spot on. If you notice here, the laser's just kicking at the top. Over here on the corner, it's going inset just a monkey hair. I'm going to try to loosen those screws, see if I can adjust over just a touch. See if I can get these lined up. Looking pretty close. Not quite perfect. Almost. Oop. Touch much. There. I think we got it. So all I did is swing this, I guess you'd call it the gantry, over just a touch with the screws loose. Now I'm going to tighten them down and recheck. So now I'll show you where to enable the foot switch in Lightburn. If you open up the device settings middle tab for ports. You can observe when you press the switch, one of the buttons will highlight. Here I've set it to start engraving when the foot switch is depressed. For Lightburn, you can import all your settings from EasyCAD 2. Use the USB stick that came with your laser and find the Mark config file, import that. And then I would suggest going through the Lightburn setup. That will get your laser calibrated and remove the bow on the extreme edges of the lens reach. And finally, for fun, here's a brass coin being engraved. I'd like to thank Richard for the support throughout the purchase process, and a little shout out to Nikki Norton, who is an inspiration for my work.